We made our way from Moe's. Now we're over at Bonfire Brewing right here in Eagle. Jim Rabun, one of the brewers, right?
Yeah, good morning.
Thanks for coming out first thing. Is this early for you or is this normal?
No, this is late for me, so I got to sleep in today.
You got to sleep in. What's your role here? And then let's talk about Bonfire. Let's talk about Bonfire first. What the history is behind it, how it started, and where it's headed.
Started in a garage making beer after work, which then turned into work. But been around for coming up on 7 years now, and going strong.
Did you start? Was that you in the garage making beer, or was it a different crew?
No, that was a different crew. That was Andy and his old roommate back in the day. I just started about 3 years ago.
And how did you get into brewing beer? Is this something you did also, or is this kind of you've grown since you've been here? Or were you doing it before?
I was home brewing with my brother before growing up, and then ended up wanting to move out of Denver, and been up here for 10 years and found a job with them as the delivery guy, and then slowly moved into helping with the packaging and then into brewing.
And you dig it? Is it a lot of fun?
Yeah, I like my job.
Like, do you have a favorite part? Like, what is it about seeing the smiles on people's faces and the looks on their faces when your finished product is put in a glass?
Yeah, it's always good when you're sitting at the bar and someone that you've never seen before walks in and goes, "Holy cow, this is good." And, you know, then they have no idea who you are, but it's always nice to kind of hear that feedback when someone's not just trying to give you a compliment.
Because you're always kind of behind the scenes for the most part, right?
Yeah, they keep us hidden from
us.
Yeah.
Well, we need to change that. Look, you get to do the TV interview today, so you're front and center. What's on tap for Bonfire for the fall? Do you have any seasonal beers, anything happening that people should be made aware of?
We got our Oktoberfest that just came back out. We call it Gyptoberfest. And then we'll have a coconut porter with bourbon-soaked dates coming soon.
Well, where did that inspiration come from?
Just popped in my head one day, and I thought it sounded like it might be all right. So we'll try that out here soon.
So it's going to have a hint of coconut in it?
Yeah, 75 pounds coconut.
No kidding.
Yeah, so should be pretty interesting.
When you say 75 pounds, is that the amount of coconut that goes into each, not a barrel, but what do you, into the vats, or what are they called?
Yeah, so I'll put 75 pounds of coconut just in the fermenter over here at 2nd Street on our 7-barrel system. So it should take up about half a fermenter's worth of space with just coconuts. So
the game has begun. Here we go again.
Yep.
It's Oktoberfest. Come on over here.
Good morning, sweetheart.
Cheers.
Gosh, I didn't know I'd get.
We're gonna introduce the elephant in the room. And what's your name, ma'am?
My name is Cinquenta.
You know Cinquenta?
I've seen her around town before.
You guys seeing all this? This is too good. And what do you have in here, Cinquenta?
This is our Märzen. It's our Gyptoberfest. We do it once a year, and it's for the event in Gypsum, Gyptoberfest.
And where did you? Is this your own dirndl?
I borrowed it from a friend today.
It fits you really well.
Well, thank you.
And I guess people can expect to see you here all day dressed like this, right? Is that the plan?
That's up to my friend Jim.
Jim?
We might have to go somewhere after this, but you know, might be back later.
I'm sorry to interrupt, honey.
It's okay.
You never know what's going to happen down here at the Bonfire. You had no idea that was happening?
No.
It makes it so good. All right, we're taking a quick break from this, Jim. Thanks for your time.
Thank you, guys. Cheers.
All right, cheers. Bonfire Brewing right here on 2nd Street in Eagle. We have weather coming up after the break.